Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Gemini channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I do a general message for Gemini. Know that energy is fluid, rules could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel and on my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading. So we do look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes. So you understand why your person's doing what they're doing, why you're attracting that person into your life, right? You want to know if you're a magnet of who and what comes into your life. Why would you attract a person that triggers you? Why would you attract a person that tries to keep you stuck in a low vibration? Doesn't make sense, right? Well, spiritual blocks never do, right? Anything of any importance or relevance to the channel you can find in the description box. If you resonate with this video, give it a like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Again, if you're connected to a Virgo or a Scorpio, check out my other channels. All right, let's see what the underlining energy is. The underlining energy is always on the first card that I pull out. It's the underlining energy that tells us why everyone does what they do. Very important when you're dealing with a person that wears masks and creates facades. Prudence. So the underlining energy, I believe, is you. And prudence is, it's almost like very conservative. It's not very emotional. It's almost like you have feelings for this person, but you don't know how to deal with them anymore. That's the energy. It's like, and you know that this person's going to come back. That's the thing. And it's like, because you have feelings for this person, you're like, but they're bad. So you're like, I don't know what to do. It's like when you hold on to a cognitive dissonance where you're like, I really care about this person, but I also don't like this person. I don't know how to treat them. And so I feel like you also know that this person loves to emotionally get a charge out of you. Now, they might do that by ignoring you, understand. So you're like, I know how I'm going to deal with them. I'm going to deal with them prudently. So let's see how they treated you. Let's see what they're going to do. Let's see what they're doing, and why they do what they do, and why you're attracting that person. I want to just get a few decks. That's not the deck that I wanted. All right, we'll just use the ones that are out. Let's see what the triggers are. So when you were dealing with this person, you felt ignored, like whether or not this person just didn't value you or whether or not they just didn't give you the time. And you wound up growing a lot of resentment towards them because, again, what are they telling you? You have this connection to this person. They're giving you mixed messages. And what are they telling you? What they're telling you is that you're really not that important. And so this person loves to trigger you, and part of it was like either a past lover, a karmic person, someone that was still lingering, that this person wasn't setting the boundaries. They weren't, if you're dating somebody and a relationship is broken up, then, there's clear boundaries. There wasn't any boundaries. This person didn't make you feel safe emotionally, and they were dishonest. So whether or not they were still talking to this karmic or not, being that they were dishonest with other things, you're like, why would I, you're purposely trying to do that. You're purposely trying to get underneath my skin. Yeah, because they're going to make it like the problem's you. But understand, if the problem wasn't them, they'd still be with the past person. It's like they can do that now because the person doesn't really want to be with them. This person does not know what to do, and meaning with their life. They don't know who they are. So they're lost. See? It's like they don't know what to do, feeling like they have no purpose. So, if we don't have a purpose or we don't know, then especially if we're, and I'm going to probably sound very prejudiced here, but if we have a lot of masculine energy, and we feel like we don't have a purpose, that's going to bother us. Now, if this person is that, then they're a player, right? That's what it is. Because if they don't know who they are, how are they feeling themselves? Meaning emotionally, psychologically, what are they doing? And if you have purpose or feel like you have a purpose, that's going to trigger this person also. You know, they expected you to be dutiful. Like you felt like you were just giving too much of your energy and this person wasn't giving enough or nurturing you. That's what you felt. So why was that? Let's see. Why was that? Because sometimes it's, again, just the person has trauma, or sometimes a person has addictions. We don't know. Let's see. You know, and I'm going to pick some spiritual cards and then we'll see. This person is going through a physical and emotional ascension symptoms. They need space to rest, but they are releasing old energy. So it's almost like this relationship is part, not 100%, but part of why this person is ascending. Whatever happened is because, again, nothing makes sense. And part of that is that this person really truly has feelings for you. You may not think that they have feelings for you because of how they acted. We're going to see why they acted the way that they did. Because understand what they're saying here, we need to, because it says they go into their old patterns again, and they tend to not see what they do. So I'm feeling like they give you a lot of mixed messages. I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, or that you're too good to be true. So they pull away in fear. And I knew it. I knew that I kind of felt like I was going to feel soft energy, and I didn't know why. And so what this is like they really truly have feelings for you, but I don't believe that they normally have feelings, deep feelings. And so, like I said, you are part of why this person is going through like an awakening. And it's because they were coming from a very low vibration at one point, I feel like. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's sexual. Other times I visualize our future together. I'm trying to figure out this connection. I've never experienced anything like it before. Didn't I just say that? It's like that's why this person is like, then this is not a norm thing for this person. I can't validate our love in the 3D until I understand our spiritual love in the 5D. So it's this whole like, am I supposed to take this relationship more seriously because I actually have this ESP connection? They haven't had good relationships. So understand this person wants to take the time to kind of understand it. But the thing is, they're never going to be able to understand it because they're not a spiritual person. And part of the reason why the universe has brought you into this person's life is because the universe does want this person to heal. That doesn't mean that it's your responsibility to actually, overextend yourself. You didn't need to do anything, just you, because ESP through the heart and mind, it's like, I have feelings for you, but I'm not going to act like I have feelings. And that's how this person operated before everybody else, before they met you ever. And they were fine with it. This person has never had this type of a connection before. They've never cared. So it's almost like they have to figure it out. And it looks like they have a lot of trauma behind it. I know I need to release attachments with karmic people. I created a plan to leave him or her. So this person might either, live with somebody or just have somebody that's a karmic. It's clear. And so this person's codependent. And so they can act as if they were living a double life pretty much when they met you. And they didn't care because, hey, they were getting their needs met by whoever that person is, that karmic person, and they were living a double life. And then you came along. They weren't planning on having feelings. They've never had a relationship like this before. They've never experienced something like this. But again, they're going through ascension symptoms. Not like it doesn't make sense that they would actually want to leave their comfort zone to them. But the spiritual energy is again moving this person into being like, you shouldn't be living like that. Like you're living a double life. You're a user. You're not a good person. And you have feelings for this person. I don't think this person felt like they could have feelings like this. Please send me energetic support. Use a frequency of love to uplift me because I need your help. They don't know. They don't know. First of all, I believe leaving this karmic person is not going to be as easy. And then, and maybe just because of them, they have to finally, if they're going to be with you, they have to let go of everybody else and just be with you. So that's number one. Number two, it's also like this person is like a little bit macho or has a big ego and just feels like maybe you should come to me. Even if they're a woman, it's like you should come to me is what I feel like. Because they're sensitive and understand what makes them want to come to you is that you are a good person. They think that you're beautiful inside and out, and they can see the light from your soul. And so I don't know if they say that, but they know that you're beautiful and that, they feel your energy around them and they wonder if you're thinking about them too. So that's that ESP through the heart and mind. So here it is, what you see. And this person does plan on eventually coming back to you some way or another, even if, you're not talking to them, even if they're not showing it, because this person is not talking to anyone because they're going through like an awakening. They're going through, almost like a dark night of the soul because nothing's in their life is making sense. There's an awakening that they have to leave their situation. They've never even wanted to do that before. So what are they doing? How are they handling this? That's why I wanted to look at the spiritual cards, because sometimes people get in their own way, even if they have feelings. Disempowerment. So I believe, like, what did I tell you? I said that karmic's not going to make it easy. I told you that. I said, I just feel like that's been why, like, this person has thought, well, I was able to like run around and do whatever I wanted to do while, well, really, that karmic allowed them to do that. They don't care about them. They care about their assets. They care about like their stuff. They care about, what are you going to do for me? I don't really care whether you're happy. Again, this person needs to heal. So they have inner child wounds. So this is what's happening right now. It's almost like, wow, karmic mate. It's like, I thought you were someone else. And this karmic is like, no, I don't care whether or not you fuck other people, whether you, whatever you do, I don't care. You can drink yourself to death. You can smoke I don't care. Like our relationship has been over, but you're not leaving. It's again, I'm going to take the money. I'm going to take the stability. I'm going to, and it's brought this person back to their inner child wounds. So they had trauma and now they're reliving it. And you are over to the side, and I guess the way that you live, there's got to be a big comparison between you and that karmic. Betrayal. Yeah, that's like that karmic. It's like they never saw it with this person for whatever reason. It's almost like they were living as friends, maybe. And really the karmic never was like, I have not been your friend forever. There was a once relationship, ended a long time ago because you cheated. You lived a double life. I shut it down a long time ago, but you're going to still pay me. I still own your life. So it's almost like this person needs to, heal those inner child wounds to know that they're deserving to actually leave. They shouldn't be staying or feeling obligated to stay. So they actually felt obligated to stay and like with this connection, but then live a double life to deal with it. And here it is, you come along and they've never experienced anything like this before, but their life is a shit show, and they have anxiety because that karmic is mad. It's like also it's a slap across their face. Almost like how much I gave to you, how much I've sacrificed. I've stayed in a loveless relationship, and you're going to tell me that you're going to leave, and or you're leaving, and I know you're got to be leaving for someone. You wouldn't just leave. And so there's a little bit of jealousy. There's a little bit of like all this anger is coming up from this karmic. So, because of that, and the person's in a place of fear. Again, because we said they had inner child wounds. So it's like they're reliving it. They have an opportunity to deal with this differently. I just feel like, as far as right now, they're in a place of being imbalanced, feeling inadequate, being paranoid, and really angry because they're like, have a fear of change. So they know now that they have to leave that situation, because that karmic is going to spend a lot of time manipulating. So what did this person do? A lot of the, and that's the other addictive behavior that I felt like this person has. So there was a sense of them procrastinating a lot. Not like they've lived in balance to stay in that connection, drinking, other people. So that karmic hates them. It's like now this person has a real good look of saying who this person is, and they're stuck in their trauma, because it's like, oh my God, it's like now they're betrayed. So if you felt that this person betrayed you, well, they're getting betrayed now. It's like by that person, because even though they might have not had a relationship, it was like considered friendship. And as long as this person was able to stay in their old habits, well, karmic didn't care, you know? So nothing's making sense to them. Nothing's making sense. And the person has still like a lot of like the person like that tapped into you, like is very attracted to you. I feel like the karmic like remembers the time that it was them, and it bothers this person. Again, they're sad, but they're not acting like they're sad. They're acting like they're fucking angry because they feel rejected. They feel like, like they're getting replaced, and that's really what it comes down to. So this person's in a shit show right now, and they're drinking, and they're like, don't know how to deal with this situation at all. And I feel like that karmic is really giving them the boot, but eventually they're going to come back to you. I don't think that they know how, to be honest with you. It's almost like they're not in that place yet. That's why we looked at the love cards first to understand. But that doesn't mean that you need to take them either. And understand the universe doesn't care. The universe cares that this person like gets out of that situation, number one, because it's not healthy, and number two, that they will eventually do the healing to revert themselves back to the energy of unconditional love. You represent that. You represent that, because that's what love is. That's what unconditional love does. And that this person, is taking a real big good look at themselves, and it brought them to their inner child wounds. People don't volunteer to do that. It's almost like this, like, and for you, understand you're not supposed to do anything with this energy, because I feel like you're putting energy into yourself, and this person comes back. I feel like around the time that you get an achievement, there's some sort of success in your life, there's some sort of like victory. I don't know, like maybe you get a promotion, something good happens within your life. So it's almost like you're not affected. Even if, you are affected, you're not showing that you're affected. This person, like I said, they want to repair this. They want to heal it. They want to fix it. I know I keep saying it, but that's what it says. And it's almost like it took them to go through this experience to see it. Now, I don't know whether or not, you're going to want to take this person back. It's like, I feel like, well, you know what? I feel like you're not going to make it easy, but this person's going to do what it takes. It's like, you're going to be sealed off. They're prepared for that. You're going to be like, Like, I'm not letting you in. They know it. And they know that they deserve it, but understand this is what is making this person almost grow up and step into the person that they're supposed to be. Even if you reject them, they know what they did wrong. They know, and they've done the healing work. So the irony is that you feel like this person's soul tribe. I feel like you feel the connection. This person still keeps an eye on you through social media. Um, but because of that third party, they haven't come towards you. It says it all right here. But they're going to try to reach out to you, maybe through social media, to get you to meet in person, to, have a conversation. And you're not going to make it easy. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of tension. There's going to be a lot of tension. And this person's going to come in suddenly, I feel like, within a few weeks. No shit. Literally. That's not far away. It's like right around the corner. It's almost like this person, life falls apart. And understand they got baggage. And again, I feel like this person has a lot of baggage, and it's almost like they're ready to transform it. There's a loss. They do see it like a loss, like everything that they went through. And it's almost like if they wanted to act more superior to you at one time, that's not what's happening now. This person wants to heal it because they're in a bad place, but understand it's not going to be an overnight thing. Like I said, this person is going to take time. It's going to take time because this person had a way of avoiding everything for a really long time. So that's where they are. This is what they're feeling. This is what they're going to do. Now, you say, what are you going to do? And it's a collective reading. So everybody, hey, CKD investments. But understand it's a collective reading. But what's most important is, why did you attract this person into your life? What do you need to heal? What are you supposed to be doing in the process? Whether you want to take this person back or you don't want to take this person back, you have healing, is what Spirit says, because you wouldn't have attracted a person like that. That's first of all. And second of all, what are you supposed to do to transmute that negative energy? And understand you would have to do that before that person comes back. That person, you would heal, this person is healing. So what do you feel? Well, look at the hidden truths. Now, again, collective reading, some of you are going to say, no, I'd never get back together with this person. And others would say, well, I give this person another chance. In this situation, I don't react when people mention you. So I thought I two fell out, but I guess not. I bury myself